Hello, good afternoon, and welcome back to another edition of the Good, the Bad, the Ugly, the Juice Review Show, brought to you by the Department in Hard Vapors. Now, the three I want to look today were very kindly sent me by Marc Powell from vapeexplorer.com, and that is the Swish range. And here we have cherry and lime, kiwi and raspberry, and last but not least, orange and passion fruit. I've got to state for the record, any views or opinions you hear during this review are mine and mine alone. I'm not being paid to do this review. I have not paid for the product. They were very kindly sent to me for review purposes. Also, please note, individual setups, tastes, and of course power levels will alter what you get from a juice. I can only personally tell you what I'm getting myself. Weapon of choice today will be the RX200S, and that's got the Macro Dripper dual cord 2.3. Also got a straight. All juices you see today are a 70-30 and are a 0 milligram. These are short fill bottles, which I will go into a little bit in a minute. Actually, I should go into now. Right, as always, bottle safety, labels, blah, blah, blah. Yes, industry standard. Well, I'd like to say industry standard, but there's no childproofing on these lids. Now, the only reason I'm having a go about that is you might go, but there's no nicotine in that. That doesn't matter. This is a 100ml bottle where you can put 2 nic shots into to make it a 3 milligram. So at some point it can have nicotine in it if someone is going to be using this as a 3 milligram and buying 2 nic shots. So really, this needs to be a childproof lid, because at some point some customers might be filling this up to make it a nicotine product. So this really, I mean really, needs to be a childproof lid. That's a bit out of line, in my opinion. That's not a good start. The other thing is, I mean, all right, basically, I don't know if you can just see that there. So you can see that the gap at the top is where obviously you'll be putting around about 20ml nic shot, 20ml, 2 nic shots into to fill that up if you want that with nicotine. Which leads me to another problem. This before I go on to the labels. I've got, bizarrely, I've got no qualm with the labels. I'm not quite sure what's happening to my focus. Hello, thank you. This is what you have to remove to fill it up. Now, I'm not being funny. Me and about 3 other people have tried to get this bloody thing off, and it won't come off. So I'm not quite sure how you're supposed to put the additional nicotine in there if you can't get the bloody nozzle off. I'm not overly impressed on that side of the bottle. I mean, on the label side, I've got no qualms. Warning: keep in a secure place out of reach of children. Sight and reach of children. Do not swallow. If swallowed, rinse out. Avoid contact with the skin. This being sold as a 0. If it gets on the skin, just wipe it off. It isn't going to do you any harm. If you're putting nicotine in it, then yes, obviously you don't see over it. So you've indicated that this product can contain nicotine, but then not put a childproof lid on it. And also provided a nozzle, which is an absolute arsehole to try and get off. Do not swallow, blah, 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 blah. Don't matter if you swallow it, there's any flavourings in this. Only for use with electronic cigarette products. Not suitable for those under the age of 18. Must not be used by pregnant or breastfeeding women. If you put nicotine in it. If you have any concerns about the product, please consult your GP. Ingredients: VG, PG, sweetener, cherry flavour, lime flavourings, raspberry flavourings, pomegranate flavourings, cooling agents. So it has actually got a whole list. Do you know what? If you just excuse me for 1 minute, I'm just going to actually turn the light on. That's better. You can truly now see how ugly I am. I like the fact... Wow, it's bright in here. I like the fact that they've actually put all the flavour and ingredients in there. It's got the manufacturer Swish liquid, which is made in Kent. They've got their physical address there and also their email address should you need to contact them. We have got the batch number and expiry date on the side. And obviously 18 plus down there. Obviously no other warning symbols are needed for this bottle because it doesn't contain nicotine at point of sale. Though it might be advisable to put them on there if being sold with a supply sticker if it's being sold with a nick shop. So at least then when people have got around their house, they know it's got nicotine in it. Or other people who are not vapors know it's got nicotine in it and not to touch. Might be an idea, I'm not sure. There's still a few areas about these that have questions on. Anyway, what's the actual juice like? Well, I'm going to try the cherry and lime one first. So these were all beer zero since I couldn't get into them. Anyway, to put nicotine in there. Here we go. All right, we're going to start at 3.7, which is 45.7 watts. Here we go. No throat hit. Lovely vapor production, as it should be for a 70-30 anyway. Wow, flavour. Some really nice dark cherry on the way in. It's like a bit of kick to it. Plays really, really nicely with the lime. First off, you get the cherry, then about halfway through the inhale, the lime comes in. A lovely little fizz, kind of cherry fizz on the tongue at the end. That's really nice. Flavour wise, I can't fault at all. Cherry's there in abundance. The lime comes in, counteracts some of that bitterness, a little bit of sweet to it. Then you kind of get that cherry fizz right way down, right down the centre of the tongue for the ending. The coolant hasn't been overdone. I hate these ones that just blast it full of coolant, so you go like, oh my god, brain freeze. It's just been done enough just to give it that little cool effect. It's a good juice. I'll be fair. I'll go far as to saying this is probably one of the best cherry and limes I've ever had. It's just so spot on and everything. It's just an absolute joy to vape. This is one that I could have as a nice little surprise in my pocket every now and then. Go, just try that. It's one I'll be absolutely happy to go up to people and go, have a go on that. That's pretty good. No, that is nice. Oh, we'll go up to 4 volts. Right, we're up to 53.4 watts. Oh, cherry and lime, perfectly mixed together. I think a little bit of that tang at the end is pomegranate, but it mixes in. It's not so much there as a separate flavour. It's there to boost the other flavour. Gives it a sweeter edge. Also, it's got the little bit of sweetener in there as well, but it doesn't taste like there's too much in there. It doesn't taste like one of those ones that you take one blast and go, my coils are going to be absolutely, by the time I finish this. Ooh. Do you know what? There's 100 ml in there. I don't think that's going to last me long. That. Oh. Enough of that. No. That little pomegranate fizz at the end now. It was more limey before, but more of a slight little pomegranate fizz at the end. Num, num, num. They play so well with the lime, it just kind of boosts the lime, the pomegranate. I think the raspberries kind of aid in the cherry, and the pomegranate is aid in the lime. Oh, I will go up to 4.2, even though I'm quite in my happy zone there at 4. This is 58.9 watts. Got a little bit of a top up on that. Kind of lost the cherry. Oh, no, there it is. The cherry gets pushed right into the back of the exhale once the actual lime pomegranate effect wears off a little bit. That's really good. The coolant agent is only just noticeable. It's just a slightly fresh exhale. It doesn't blast you off the planet. Oh, the fizz. Now you get a right old limey pomegranate fizz. And actually the raspberry starting to fizz on the exhale as well. It's a very interesting sensation, but a very, very lovely flavour. If you're a fan of basically cherry and lime, I'd give it a go. Okay, I mean, putting aside my issues with all the bottles, I'd give that a go. That's really nice, cherry and lime. See, this is going to be a problem with this juice now. I mean, I really like this. That was gorgeous. But I can't recommend you it because there's no childproof lid there for anyone who's actually adding nicotine to fill the bottle up with. That's kind of an issue, in my opinion. And also how hard. Well, I say how hard. I haven't even managed to get a nozzle off yet. It's going to be coming to the point like how we used to have to do it with tins of paint, getting the lid off with screwdrivers, with mini little blue screwdrivers on it to try and nozzle it up. I don't want to be putting that much force in it in case I end up with then 60 ml of juice in my lap. I'll smell gorgeous, but I don't really want to do that. So I'm in a dilemma already with this juice because that is absolutely, properly top notch, absolutely one of the best cherry and limes I've ever had. But because of the bottle, I can't really recommend it. Anyway, I shall move on to the next one, which is the kiwi and raspberry. And in the flavour proof ingredients, it's saying kiwi, raspberry, coolant agents, and sweetener. Yay, sweetener. But, like I said, that first one had sweetener in it. Not overdone. It's been used very sparingly. And my coil's still fine after that first blast, anyway. So we'll give this one a go. I want to tell there's still a kind of fizz on my tongue. A limey fizz. Right, we're going to go back down to 3.7. Back down to 45.7 watts. Oh, wow. Cool. The coolant agent in this is a little bit stronger. You do notice that it does hit you in the back of the throat on the first hit. Not enough to make you cough, but enough to let you know it's there. Kiwi. Lot of kiwi. Lot of kiwi. Kind of a back note of raspberry, which gets stronger as the kiwi lets it have a fighting chance. Wow, instant mouthwater. It's a very juicy fruity. Very fruity, juicy, juicy. I'm now talking bollocks. Oh. 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 Instant saliva attack. It really is. It hits right there, middle and the front of your tongue, and the saliva glands go, "Hey, party time! Let's flood the place." No, it's really nice. It's really nice. It's a really nice combination. Oh. going to go up to 4. Mind you, I don't want any of this to get any stronger. So I might start to empower because that was really quite strong low down. So the coolant, if it's not enough to like take your breath away on the coolant, but you will know if you've had the cherry and the lime, you'll notice there's a different amount in there. You notice that there is a bit more in this one, but not to the point of stupidity. It's nice. It's nice and refreshing, but it is a hell of a mouthwater. Here we go. We're right on 53.4. Oh, there's that. A little bit higher up, the raspberry comes out first. Oh, then the kiwi. And oh, jeez, I'm absolutely salivating. That kiwi, it just instantly triggers everything in your mouth. I'm gonna be sitting there like Homer Simpson with like, oh. Oh, there's the kiwi fizz. To be fair, because of now how strong the fruit elements are, not really noticing the fact that there's actually a coolant effect in there as well. It's just pure fruity. But kiwi runs the show. It's let raspberry actually open the show, but kiwi is the star. Good God, I'm absolutely gargling in my own saliva. Right, we've got up to 58.7, which is 4.2 volts. I'm a bit worried about it actually going any higher. I think I was just drowning my own saliva. I was. To be fair, higher up it goes from a kiwi. The raspberry really comes through, and that's really the dominant force now higher up. So this is going to be another juice you can play around with. If you like kiwi more than you do raspberry, you hit it low, you hit it around about middle. If you like raspberry more than kiwi, you go high, and that raspberry really does come out. Actually, you get a raspberry fizz, a raspberry sherbet effect, which then follows with the edge of the kiwi, and still makes the mouth go into overdrive. That's really good. Any fan of fruit, yeah, kiwi and raspberry from Swish, really nice. Oh, I'm gonna have a blowout. Actually, to be fair, it has left my cords pretty clean. Right, we'll move on to the last one now, which is the orange and passion fruit. I like orange. I like passion fruit. You don't get as many passion fruit vapes as you used to. Slightly annoying. As I think a lot of people don't quite know how to work with it. It is a very deep. It's one of those deep flavours. It does entrench it. It will instantly flood a mouth and very easily overpower anything else that is with it. So I think a lot of places just try to stay away from it because they're not too sure about it. Go back to 3.7. Ah, balls. Ah, balls. Ah, better. Back down to 45.7. I'm still salivating from that last one quite badly. Oh, feels like I've done those sour sherbets. Anyway, on to this one. No throat hit. Totally okay clouds. Ooh. This reminds me. Oh bugger! What is it? There's a Fanta one. Oh, I can't remember. Tropical Fanta or summer fruit. It was something. It came in a red can. I know that. It had passion fruit in it. This tastes a lot like it, and I like that. The coolant effect kind of comes in between the other two. It's noticeable, but it's not as noticeable as it was in the Kiwi one. First off, you get the orange, and it's a very nice natural orange flavouring. You also get a bit of the coolant in with that as well. Kind of gives it a nice edge. Then the X has pure passion fruit, and that does kind of eradicate the orange taste that you had in the mouth to start off with, and just flood the mouth. That's really, really nice. I'm going to go up to 4. Yeah, go up to 53.3 watts. Here we go. Oh. Surprise fizz cough there. Wow. It adores the power. It loves the power. Wow, that's a really fizzy orange on the way in. It's gone from kind of like an orange fruit to an orange fizzy drink. Wow. I wasn't ready for that. Still getting the coolant. Getting an edge of the pomegranate and more coming through at the end. Not pomegranate, I'm talking out my arse. I mean passion fruit coming through at the end. But it's playing in with the orange. It's definitely that red drink from Fanta that I can't think of. Anyone knows the name of that red drink from Fanta, please put it in the comments for me, because otherwise it's going to bug the living shit out of me for the next 2 weeks. Oh, fizz. Fizz. Passion fruit. Oh, really, really like this. I'm going to go higher up. I'm going to go up to 4.2. That's 58.7 watts. Oh. And the fizz bit is gone, but the pomegranate has joined in with the orange. It's not. It's nice, but it's not quite as nice as it was when that was slightly separated out, and also in that middle ground where that fizz just went. The fizz is gone now. No, there's a little element right at the end there once everything's calmed down a bit, but it's come more together on the orange and the passion fruit. It's still nice, yeah. Any fans of fruity ones, you're a fruity vapor like my good self. Yeah, orange and passion fruit from Swish. Like I said, this juice has caused me a bit of a headache. Not physically, hasn't. I mean, like mentally, giving me a headache, because I want to say to everyone, do these juices because they're great, and they are. They are absolutely superb. They do exactly what they say on the flavour profile, and they taste really good, and they've been blended really, really well. I can't forgive the fact that a bottle that you personally at home can add nicotine to, because it's a short fill, doesn't come with a childproof lid. That to me is inexcusable. And these are an absolute cock to get off. And I mean, to the point where someone is going to fling juice around trying to get this lid off and then go, well, there goes 30ml. They are an absolute cock. Why? Just a note to the company, to Swish, can you do me a favour? Get rid of this as an idea for these top bits and put on screw-on ones for the nozzles. So you can just screw this bit off, add your nicotine, screw one back on again. Oh, I've said that. Can I do it? No, nothing's coming off. Because this is an absolute cock. No, that ain't coming off at the moment. Not before you brute force and get angry with it. So yes, I'd love to recommend this product to everyone who's watching this, because it's absolutely gorgeous. I can't recommend it on the fact that, in my opinion, should be a childproof lid, and it's not. And that is an absolute twat to get off. So yeah, there's a good, bad, and ugly in one bottle. The insides are absolutely beautiful. The labels are fine. I've got absolutely no qualms with the labels at all, apart from a kind of it's a bit 50-50 on whether it's talking about a zero or something's got nicotine in it, which basically that is the product, and that is kind of a problem with this. And I can't recommend it because that nozzle is an absolute twat to get off. So, all at least we do now is on behalf of myself, Darren Stone, to wish you all a very good day. If you have enjoyed what you've watched today, please like, share, and of course comment and subscribe to the channel. And I'll be back soon with some more reviews. See you later, people.